Today, we will talk about Chapter 11 bankruptcy and what's involved in filing for it. Let's learn about the process and its pros and cons. Chapter 11 is a form of bankruptcy that involves the reorganization of a debtor's business affairs, debts, and assets. It is also referred to as a reorganization bankruptcy. Chapter 11 is named after a section of the U.S. Bankruptcy Code. Companies that file Chapter 11 do so in order to obtain time to restructure their debts and make a fresh start. During the process, the court helps the business restructure its debts and obligations, and in most cases, the company remains open and operating. The Small Business Reorganization Act of 2019 added a new subchapter V to Chapter 11 designed to make bankruptcy easier for small businesses. This allows for shorter deadlines for completing the bankruptcy process, greater flexibility in negotiating restructuring plans with creditors, and provides for a private trustee to facilitate the development of a consensual plan of reorganization. Gymboree Group Inc. filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and announced the closing of its stores. The company received debtor-in-possession financing and continued to pursue a going concern sale, showing that Chapter 11 allows companies to restructure their debts and continue operating. There are 6 chapters in the U.S. Bankruptcy Code, and Chapter 11 is specifically for the reorganization of businesses. Chapter 7, also referred to as liquidation bankruptcy, is when the court appoints a trustee to oversee the sale of as many of an individual's assets as are needed to pay their creditors. Chapter 11, on the other hand, allows a business to reorganize its debts and continue operations. The biggest advantage is that the entity, usually a business, can continue operations while going through the reorganization process. This allows it to generate cash flow that can aid in the repayment process. The court also issues an order that keeps creditors at bay, and most creditors are receptive to Chapter 11 as they stand to recoup more of their money over the course of the repayment plan. Chapter 11 bankruptcy is complex, expensive, and time-consuming. The legal costs alone might be onerous, and the reorganization plan has to be approved by the bankruptcy court and must be manageable enough that the business can reasonably pay off the debt over time. Chapter 11 can allow a business to regroup and get back on track, but it must be considered only after careful analysis and exploration of all other possible alternatives. Here are 4 key takeaways. 1. A Chapter 11 bankruptcy allows a company to stay in business and restructure its obligations. 2. If a company filing for Chapter 11 opts to propose a reorganization plan, it must be in the best interest of the creditors. 3. If the debtor does not put forth a plan, the creditors may propose one instead. 4. Many major corporations, including General Motors and Kmart, have used Chapter 11 bankruptcies as an opportunity to restructure their debts while continuing to do business. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.